Starting the tree, opposing the listen. Beginning. Here we face Qian, cultivating heaven. Moving and shifting at that frequency. To the right of the listen sign. Initiating, turning as we greet the tree and imbue with the energies. We turn to this one, Kun, earth. And we walk while she begins the weaving of a thread for our walk on this matrix, attuning to song. And from earth is Li, Master Li. The fire element, the warrior's sword arises to cut away obstacles as you go on your journey. So cut the webs that are in your way as the structure from Mother behind you. Earth aspect of Kun leads you towards Li here. Greet and imbue your energies with Li from the superconscious field and turning right. And we go to Kan, water. Here we walk on the collective waters, tuning to the ocean, feeling its buoyancy and strength, walking towards the center of the oceanic beast herself. And from here, after greeting and imbuing with her powers, we head towards where he sits, right there. Crossing the center after the first four and going on Shun. Now here we have to have the bravery to go and shoot our arrow of desire from the support of the collective water. As we walk on this ocean, the air gets stronger. You must slow down. Slow down and make sure that the winds are moist, that they're misty. Because this tightrope that you're forming towards the anchor of your desire must be walked very steadily. It thins out the further you go. You have to take back in order to gather the water to set your sails. Take your time. Take your time. Going towards Shun, wind, connected to water, empowered by Qian, Kun, Li, Kan, all propelling in a winding gear. The first pinnacle is made, and as we cross this midpoint, we arrive at Shun on this tightrope, still feeling the empowerment from the first cycle, from the intangible aspect of consciousness, the formless half of the Bagua to the formed, and from Shun we turn and the winds form and drop down into our reproductive center, and we go towards Dui, towards lake. We form this lake through our own reproductive center, like an umbilical cord that drops right through the root chakra, deep into the earth, and pumps the water into that vessel. Dui, lake, marsh, whatever word you want. But this body of water, like in a womb, has now been formed as a creative vessel for you to pour this seed. And from Dui we turn towards Jun, thunder. Now here. Now we walk with the thread of support of our own creative frequency, and we walk with deep respect towards Xuan Wu, the thunder god, or the perfected warrior, as he is. If you walk quietly, he won't shake the heavens to scare you back and away from your path. He is Oriel. He is White Buffalo Calf Woman. He is the empowered earth. We walk quietly towards his gates with the deepest of respect as we ascend through our journey and we receive his blood and cover ourselves in it as the perfected warrior, as the embodiment of the one covered in the blood of Lilith, the goddess earth. And we turn, and we've received a gift from him, Uriel's trumpet, the devil's trumpet, and we use this like a cigarette. We draw in the winds from his trumpet, his flowering being, and we walk towards Mountain Gun. We've turned off the lights. We only carry this small lantern, which is a very faintly lit cigarette. We draw in, we exhale, and we blow a smoke screen all the way around us of gray. Thunder's gift. Covered in blood we are, perfected we are. We approach Mountain's peak, the whole while drawing in and blowing out the smoke screen, surrounding ourselves, because now we are walking to the very peak of heaven. And just as if we left the tower, the billowing smoke leaving the tower, the peak, blowing up the old ego, leaving the constraints that were holding us behind. We are hidden in the smoke of the explosion of spirit. And so now we go to steal the elixir from heaven, and we arrive at the peak of Mountain, where we can see exactly where we're going. Thank you, Mountain. Attune. And now we return to origin. Here, 0, 10, both. Or. And as we go back here, we are gathering the diamond mine, M-I-N-E. We are entering in it. It is a beautiful pathway, and we walk on a tight rope of perfection, and it's effortless because we're in our heart. And here's where we steal the elixir of heaven, the diamond mind, through the diamond frequency. You are carbon, perfected. You are diamond, indestructible, immortal. And as you come home to origin, to complete the turning of these wheels, of this wheel, of this infinite loop, we greet Mother and report the news of embodied love, gratitude, peace, wisdom, understanding, harmony, balance, abundance. Beautiful.